सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सवीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। नारायणं पद्मभवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपादं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमतास्य शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमतास्य पद्म पादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तं तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्त गोचरं तमगोचरं गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। स्वामिन् नमस्ते नतलोकबन्धो कारुण्यसिन्धो पतितं भवाब्धौ मामुत्तरात्मीयकटाक्षदृष्ट्या पृथ्व्यादिकारुण्यसुधाभिवृष्ट्या। जनानां लोकानां कृतनतीनां नतलोकबन्धो बन्धुः नतानां जनानां। Natha means those who have namaskritaha nataha. Those who have surrendered, they are called natalokaha. Natalokanam bandhuhu nataloka bandho, addressing the Guru as one who is a great friend of those who have fallen at his feet, or in other words, those who have expressed their humility by physically bowing down. And to that Swamin namaste. Bandhuhu katam bandhuhu dukkhamochakaha tasya sambandhau nataloka bandho. Because he is the one who is able to release a person from dukkham, dukkhamochakaha, tasmad bandhuhu. Dukkha karakaha na bandhuhu bhavati. Those who are creators of dukkham, we cannot call them as bandhus. They are called bondage. They are not people who are released. See, this relative is one. From the relative, he'll take you to absolute. And the other relatives keep you relative only. So, nataloka bandho swamin prabho te tubhyam namaha prakhvi bhavaha. attitude of humility, astu iti shesha. May there be humility in me by thus saluting to you. Yataha tvam nataloka dukkha mochakaha ataha tvam dukkha muktye namami iti bhava. Since you are the one who can remove the sorrows from me, therefore I am obliged to you. See, a person having a physical ailment, he feels the doctor that can remove it. So obviously, whatever the doctor says or whatever medicine he or she gives, immediately one is able to, with great respect, take it. In the same way, you, the one who can remove this dukkham, not only in this samsara dukkha, asmin janmani eva na bahuni janmani kritam, bahuni janmani kritam dukkham tvam nivarayati tasmat swamin namaste. Nivarayasi. You are the one who will be able to remove this. Tatra hetumaha karunya sindho iti sambodhane. How are you removing it? See, when I find someone is in trouble and I go and help, it is an extension of sympathy. So you are the ocean of sympathy, ocean of compassion. Karunya sindho vivrutam edad ahetuka daya sindhu iti atra. Earlier also we explained that ahetuka daya sindhu, hetu rahita daya, costless compassion. The costless compassion, where, and I have explained to you that earlier, when I see somebody suffering and I feel the same suffering, identified with that suffering, if I help, that is sympathy. Karana sahita, karuna, karana sahita karuna. But ahetuka daya sindhu. Why is it so? Because it is not that he participates in your sorrow, but he understands. So, it is said in Bhagavad Gita also that who is a yogi? Yogi is one who is able to identify the joys and sorrows happening in others and able to relieve them out of it. And here, therefore, ahetukadaya sintuhu ityatra swakiyam dukkham nivedayati bhavabdau patitam janma jara aroga marana anartha sankure samsara samudre patitam ityartha. Swakiyam dukkham nivedayati. The student is swakiyam, one's own dukkham, sorrow, nivedayati. He presents in front of him, saying, what is he saying? Bhavabdhau patitam. I have fallen into this ocean of change. Janma, jara, roga, marana, anartha sankure. The nature of birth, old age, disease, death, and all this so much which are anartha, intolerable afflictions. Samsara samudre patitam iti nivedayati. Idanim tan nivrittim prarthayate mam uddharayati. Idanim, now, prarthayate, he is seeking, he is pleading, saying that mam uddharayati, please lift me. Janmadi bandha nirmuktam kuru ityartha. Janma adi, from birth onwards, bandha nirmuktam, all the bondages to be relieved, please do that. Kuru ityartha. Tatra sadhanam yachate. What is the sadhana for that? What is the means by which one can get relieved from this? Atmaiya kataksha drishtya. By the side glance of yours. Atmiya, of your own. Kataksha drishtya, by the side glance. What is that? Swakiya lochana prantena ityartha. Swakiya, your own, lochana prantena, at the edge of it. Swakiya lochana prantena ityartha. ब्रह्म साक्षात्कार निर्धूत सकल मलस्य भवतः पवित्र कटाक्षपादे सकल पाप निर्मुक्तोऽहं संसार सागरं तरामि इति भावः। भवतः of your own pavitra kadakshapade, of your most auspicious glance, which is Brahma Sakshatkara Nirdhuta Sakala Malasya Bhavatah Katakshapade. Your Katakshapada, your side glance is filled with the Brahma Sakshatkar. And because of Brahma Sakshatkar Nirdhuta Sakala Malasya, your eyes are representing that state of purity due to your direct realization of Brahman. Sakala Papa Mirirmukta Aham Samsara Sagaram Tarami. By that very glance of yours, may my samsara nivritti will take place. For that reason, I am asking you to show your side glance. Uktam hi, it is also stated, Yasya Anubhava Paryanta Buddhi Sattve Pravartate Tat Drishti Gochara Sarve Muchyate Sarva Kilbishaihi iti. Yasya, whose Anubhava Paryanta, of the scope of his own experience, Buddhi Sattve Pravartate. Buddhi Sattve Pravartate, when the so Buddhi Sattve Pravartate, when the Buddhi, the intellect of that individual is purified by the sattvic tendency, Tad Drishti Gochara Sarve Muchante Sarve Kilbishaihi. See, the thing is, when the teacher, when the guru, who has gained the Brahma Sakshatkar, when he is awake to this world, only the teaching is possible. And when he is awake to this world, that is the time when the realization of his own will come to manifest as teaching. So, tad drishti gochara sujara sarve muchyate sarvikil vishaihi. And therefore, from that standpoint of samadhi avastha, when he wakes up and starts to explain, and with that very eyes which has seen the Brahman, not physically, but who has realized that Brahman, that very drishti, when that falls on anyone, all the impurities will completely go. Now, another interesting thing he says is, Etena Shishyena Guroho Sakshat Puraha Nasteyam iti Vinaya Prakaro Darshito Bhavati. Another interesting thing is, when the Guru is teaching, the student should not sit right in front of him. This is one of the traditional teachings, traditional, demeanor. That when the Guru is there, the Shishya should be only on the side. Right in front of him. Tell me. Who do you want? Tell me. ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए. Vinayata, the humility is expressed only when he is able to be in the presence of the teacher, but not in the face of the teacher. Only the side. I remember, and I might have told this before also, I don't mind repeating. I was in the Yogakendra, I was with Gurudev, and there was a camp in Bangalore in the year 1990. Yes. Then I was in charge of a Kathopanishad camp all the various aspects of the camp I was to take care. And in that camp, Swamiji one day suddenly called me Gurudev, and the secretary of Chinmaya Mission was there. He was going to Sandipani to teach. So on that occasion, everybody is assembled. Gurudev looked at me and then looked at the secretary of Chinmaya Mission. It means a lot of work, and especially in a place like Bangalore, a lot of activities he has to take up. I was only youth secretary, and Gurudev told the present secretary who was going to Sandipani to teach. So you are leaving, so who will fill up your place? So everybody looked at each other there. He. And I was totally caught unaware. What? What is he talking about? I was settling the side. He didn't even look at me. So I did not know what else to do. I just went and fell at his feet. You did the right thing. So then, overnight, there's so many other things, administrative work also to be taken care. And his class would be in the morning at 3 times he would do the classes, Kathopanishad classes. One at 6:30 in the morning with meditation, and then 7 o'clock is the class. Yeah. Then one in the 11, the midday, and then evening, afternoon actually, 3, 4 o'clock. So I was taking care of many requirements of the camp, and I couldn't come at 7 o'clock exactly to attend his class. I was a few minutes late. And the hall was quite large, around 400 or 500 people there, camp. And there were 2 corridors on the side, which had windows. So I dare not enter, because once Gurudev starts the class, you are not allowed to enter into that. Even the last row also you cannot enter. If you enter, he will stop and look at you. So I didn't want to do that. I know very well. So therefore, I went into the corridor and I was sitting below the window. Only my eyes can see him. So if anything needed from me by any of the organizers, so immediately I can walk without disturbing Swamiji. That was my intention. So I was sitting in the corridor. Only my eyes, only my head will be seen there. He would not notice that. He was talking. So he's saying, most important quality of a student is the humility. And you want to know what humility is? Walking into the classroom and sitting in the corridor and looking through the window. I just couldn't help but laugh loudly. And he looked at me. That's what it is. So humility is that not, straight on the face of the teacher. That's why he said, Etena Shishyena Guroho Sakshat Purah Nasteyam. Should not stay right in front. Vinaya Prakaro Darshitaha. That is how the humility is expressed externally also. Ready to listen and get his command or advice, but not standing right in front of you. Should be on the side. So that is why he says Kataksha Drishtya. Don't look at me straight, do the Kataksha Drishtya. Give me the side glance. See, that's why the reason is giving it. Kincha Sampurna Avalokanam Katakshapad Eva Ataha Tat Kamaye Iti Abhibhavaha. Sampurna Vilokanam, Sampurna Avalokanam Katakshapad Eva. Real grace comes only when there is a Kataksha Drishti, side glance. If you go to any of the South Indian temples, the ancient ones, South India, I'm telling you, especially. Eyes of the Lord will be not be completely open. You might have seen that. Half only. Seen that? Even if you come to Rameshwaram, Bhagavan Shiva, eyes are not completely open. Half only. If you look closely, Rama also only half. Full they won't show. Only half. Half is closed, half is open. Because full means you will be burnt. Only half will be shown. So Kataksha Drishti, it's it is also to say that Bhagavan Shiva, when he sits in meditation, he is only available for the world, available in the world only for his devotees. As far as the worldly things are concerned, he is lost. He is not available. He is closed. Only, and also where the drishti is, below. Half closed where the actual focus point, below, meaning at his feet. Whoever come to the feet, he will be able to see, or he is ready to see. Always who stand in front of it, we cannot. Nitya Shuddha Brahmananda Magnasya Manasah Chakshubhranta Dvara Purnataya Mayi Pade Sarvada Abhi Putaha Dukkha Vimuktaha Bhavayam Aham Iti Bhavaha. Nitya Shuddha Brahmananda Magnasya Manasah. Always that which is merged, Magna, Manasa, of the mind which is always merged in the supreme bliss. Nitya Shuddha Brahmananda Magnasya Manasa. Chakshuhu Prantadvara Purnataya. That very, as I said, that half of the eyes are already merged into that Brahmananda Sukham, and the other half which is available through that Chakshu Brantadvara Purnataya Mai Pade, while when it is falling on me, Sarvadavi Putaha Dukkami Muktaha Bhaveyam. I become fully relieved of all the dukkhas of the samsara. Aham iti bhavaha. Yata atmiya kataksha drishtya swakiya sanugraha vikshanena ityartha. Sanugraha vikshanena. Anugraha vikshanena. With your great grace, let that glance of the eyes be on me, O Guru ityartha. Then it is said, Kataksha Drishya, Rijvyadi Karunya Sudhavi Vrishtya. Rijvim, the slight, Rijavya, Swabhava Saralaya, by your natural tendency, Tat Visheshanena, Yata Loke, Agada Jalapaditaha, Rijvim Rajum Yettim Va, Avalambasya Udrutaha Bhavati, Tadaham Bhavat Kataksham Dirgam Avalambya Samsarabde Samsarati Rudam Drutaha Bhavami iti Bhavaha Benjitaha. Benjita means very evident. See, Riju means rope. Riju also means straight. If a person had fallen into a well by mistake, what do? If you're up there, you put a rope down, right? It should be a straight rope. So, Rijuvya Swabhava Sarale, Tad Visheshana Yata Loke Agada Jala Paditaha, fallen into a deep well. Rujvim, Rajum, Yashtim, either the straight, either some kind of a pillar or some kind of a stick or some kind of a rope, Jum va avalambya, holding, Udrudaha Bhavati, is able to climb up. Tata, in the same way, Aham, Bhavat Kataksham, your own eye glance, Dirgam Avalambya, which is straight, and I hold on to it completely. Samsara of the Ridandradaha, surely, determiningly, may I, who has fallen into the samsara, Rudandrudaha bhavami, may I uplift myself and come out. So your Kataksha Drishti is like Rijvya, that's why he gives that point here. Rijvya Drishtya. You are straight. That very glance which is available for me to climb up. Adhikarinya Sudha Vipritya. Surya Mandalatva Deepatva Kiranaha Panji Bhuya Rajjuvat Yata Nishkramanti Tata Chakshusha Chakshurovi Tejastvat. So it is even the sunlight, etc., when they are straight away falling on to objects only, the clarity comes. In the same way, may your Kataksha Drishti be so powerful to me, for me to hold on and come up. Chakshushobi Tejaswad Nishkranta Rashmayaha Edasmin Sankrantaha Brahmanishtamanasu Sanyuktatvadena. That is the only thing that can really make me come out of this world of death. Adhikarunya Sudhabhivritya Atyantam Karunyam Adhikarunyam Tadeva Sudha. Sudha means nectar. Karunya Sudha, the nectar of compassion. Adhikarunyam Tadeva Sudha Sakala Tapa Harakatvat. It is the removal of all the tapas. What are the tapas? Adhyatmika tapa, Adhibhaudika tapa, Daivika tapa. The tapatraya, it's called. There are three kinds of afflictions. One is internally born in one's own self, or it is the afflictions caused by the fellow beings, or afflictions caused by the divine nature, like COVID, or flood, Bhukampa, or the earthquake, and things like that. These are all with Daivika tapa. Bhaudika tapa is economical and political situation, economy situation, instability of the government, social unrest, those things. Or by the animals, birds, snakes, those things. Bhaudika. Or Adhyatma, that we are very familiar. Our own mind caused so much of affliction. Or the kaya, our own body. So, Karunyam Adhikarunyam. Sakala Tapa Harakatva Sudha Iti Viramyade Rupyade Sudha Nama Amritam Tasyaha Abhito Vrishtihi Yasyam Drishtyam Sa Adhikarunya Sudha Vivrittihi Taya Adhikarunya Sudha Vivritya Amurda Abhivarshanena Purushaha Jaramarana Divarjita Abhavati Prasiddham. So this nectar which is falling down like a shower may create, may remove even those afflictions such as birth, death, old age, etc., all of them. Yutte mrita vanaraha indrakarita amrita varshanena ujjivita iti Ramayane prasiddham. In Ramayana also, even the monkeys were almost kind of massacred and they were destroyed by the Rakshasas by the vrishti of Amrita. They were all revived back. In this way, in Ramayana also says that. That means Amrita vrishti is definitely an elixir that can rejuvenate anybody. Tadrisham mridasya eva tatatve brahmanishta anukampa amrita varshana vritti drishtihi ahankujita asankuchita jaramaranaati varjitatvam dasyati iti bhava. In the same way, Brahmanishtanukampa Amrita Varshana Vrittihi Drishtihi, your very glance, which is in the form of the elixir that is coming out of your understanding of the nature of Amritatvam of the self, will give me the relief from my own afflictions caused by ignorance. So now you see what kind of affliction the student is or the disciple is going through, what is that samsara dukkham from which he wants to get rid of? So uddharane vilambam asahishnuhu. One who is unable to tolerate the present condition of his affliction, swakiya tivra mumukshutvam, expressing his intense seeking for liberation, prakati karodi, he explicitly shows durvara, next verse. This verse need to be chanted properly. I remember when Swami Pujya Gurudev, he was giving this Vivek Chudamani lectures in Siddhabari in 1991. So we were all students from Bombay. We went there and we attended the entire 580 verses. And I remember we were all part of the chanting of these verses. And the person who was chanting, obviously she's a Carnatic music trained person. So she was chanting like previous verse, Swamin Namaste Natalo Kabando Karunya Sinto Patitam Bhavapto Mamudharatmi Yakata Kshabristya Vidyadi Karunya Sudhavi Prishtya. And so she was singing. So similarly, this one also, she chanted like this. Durvara samsara davagni taptam.
Durvara samsara davagni taptam.
Dodu yamanam duradrishtavadaihi.
Dodu yamanam duradrishtavadaihi.
Pitam prapannam paripahi mrutyoho.
Pitam prapannam paripahi mrityoho.
Sharanyamanyam yadaham na jane.
Sharanyamanyam yadaham na jane.
Gurudev said, stop. Everybody is shocked. And if you go to Vivek Chudamani talk even now, in that recorded one, you'll see that. Here, that student is suffering out of his samsara dukkha, and you are singing. You know how to chant this? Durvara samsara dava kridaptam. Dodu yamanam duradrishtavadihi. Bidam prapannam parivahi mrityo. Sharanyamanyadham najane. That is it. Are you all doing lullaby here? That lady never, she was shocked. She never expected that. He was so dramatic, when he's on the stage, he's so dramatized. Of course, he's going through a hellish experience of suffering this samsara, and you are singing for it. So then we all laughed. Of course, in the same way, we could not chant the way he was chanting. We'll chant together. Durvara samsara davagni daptam dodu yamanam duradrishtavadaihi Beetam prapannam paripahi mrityo sharanyamanyam yadaham na jane. Aham na jane sharanyamanyam. Aham na jane, I don't know. What you don't know? Anyam sharanyam aham na jane. I do not know any other shelter other than you, O Lord. Sharanyam anyat yadaham na jane. Mrityoho paripahi. Please release me from the mrityu, death. Why? Aham beetam. I'm so afraid. Prapannam aham. One who has surrendered to you, please release me from this mrityu. Meaning here the mrityu is not that he's dying. He says that death is because I'm suffering, it is like death. I mean, none of us have experienced a death. To say that, oh, I'm suffering, I'm afraid of death. Do you know what it is? If you have experienced, you will not be talking to me. You have a notion of death, which is what you are afraid of. But I know that death is not of the end of the body. Death is the suffering that I go through of my own lack of peace. Durvara samsara dava agni taptam aham. Aham, the one is one, agni taptam, I am being burned continuously. See, dying is okay, but the process of dying is the most fearsome, especially when something is burning you. What agni? Dava agni. Dava agni, tava agni. Tava agni also. Tava mela, put a person in tava and then agni. No, dava agni. What is the dava agni means? The change, samsara dava. Durvara means unavoidable. Nivarana uska nahi hai. I don't see any solution to this. Durvara, samsara, dava, agni, taptam. And this fire is burning, but the problem is constantly certain amount of wind is blowing to increase the fire also. Many times, when we have the Santa Ana winds, the problem is not the fire, the wind. The way wind is increasing and spreading it more and more. Duradrishtavadehi dodu yamanam. My unfortunate situations are considered, or my own karma. Duradrishta. Adrishta means unseen. Duradrishta, very difficult to see that. Meaning unseen karma phalas of my own actions, which are coming in the form of the wind, which is increasing the spread of the fire also. Duradrishtavadehi dodu yamanam, being made to spread also, increasing its intensity. Durvara samsara davagni tattam dodu yamanam duradrishtavadehi Pitam prapannam paripahi, completely protect me. Mrityoho paripahi, from death. Anyam sharanyam aham na jani. Anyat aham na jani. Anyam sharanyam yad aham na jani. Yad, that which is the possible another shelter, I don't know. This should be the state of the Shishya who has the intense seeking for liberation. Unless we suffer through the pain of the samsara, we really do not seek the liberation from that. It is like any other physical ailment also. When it intensifies, only we will go look for the doctor. And it is just a headache here, there, it's okay. Then take a Tylenol. But when it is next day also, third or fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, COVID. So then we are looking for a specialized treatment. Samsara eva davagnihi. This samsara itself is the intense forest fire. Sarvashaha vyapya tapahetutvat. Vana analaha. Vana, forest fire. And it is spreading all over. Sarvashaha vyapya tapahetutvat. Saha bhavatiya sad upadesha janita jnanam vinanat varayitum shakyaha iti durvaraha. It will not be removable unless I get the proper advice. And through that advice, when I get the knowledge, upadesha janita jnanam vina, without that knowledge that is coming out of your own teaching, na varayitum shakyaha. Meaning, varayadum swayam ashakyaha ityartha. I cannot do it. Durvaraha cha asau samsara davagnihi tena tat taptam dagdam vana analasya vata sahitatve. This forest fire along with the wind, bahuvyapya, spreading all over, tapakatvam prasiddham. That's why it becomes a great, and the way it's called forest fire, because it spreads like wildfire, what we call wildfire. Because one by one, it keeps catching because of the wind. Tata duradrishtavadaihi, duradrishtani papani tani eva vataha, parikula vayavaha, pratikula vayavaha. So it is in the form of duradrishtani papani, the sins that have been committed by me through my mindless actions of the past. Taihi dotu yamanam. By that it is muhurmuhu patayati agnim vasmin. It is just spreading it more and more. Evam davagni taptasya, me the one who is thus being burned. Amrita varshane, by the very shower of nectar. Tapa mokshaha bhavati. The removal of this from this affliction is possible. Iti abhiprayena purvam drishtehe, as it is said in the previous verse. Adhikarunya sudhapi prishtya iti. The previous verse has said that, no, by the very nectar, the shower of nectar from your side glands. Visheshanam dattam. Tatra bahuvrihimam krutva drishtya karanena adhikarunya sudhapi prishtya iti uktam shyate. So that is a grammar point there. Tena davagni taptam ma mrityoho parivahi iti anvaya. So by that, may you please release me from this. Itam cha svakiya kataksha drishtya arjuvya ma muddaredi purvam anvaya. Taya adhikarunya sudhavi varshanena samsara davagni taptam ma mrityoho parivahi iti uttara atra anvaya. So that connection between the previous verse and here is being brought in here. That is what is said here. Mrityoho bhitam prapannam sharanagatam ma mrityoho paripapi iti upayatra anvaya. So the connection between the previous verse where it is said that your kataksha drishti can remove and make me come and uplift myself. That is it. How? From where? Which is the ocean in which you are sunk? It is similar to that of the samsara. Or also here, fire is explained here. I am burnt also. This way connection. And for that to come out of it, I am seeking your surrender. Bhavad anugrahat atmajnane sadi mama sharira utkramana rupa maranam nasambhavadi di bhavaha. By your grace, Bhava anugrahat atmajnane sati, when I get the self-knowledge, mama sharira utkramana rupa maranam. Sharira utkramana rupa maranam. Now you see, utkramantam stitam va vibunjanam va gunanvidam vimudana pashyanti jnana chakshushaha. Sharira utkramana rupa maranam. It is said that all jivas who are having desire to, vasanas and desires to further pursue are those who leave the body and go. Utkramana maranam ajnanina. Utkramana means to come out of that body and going to other body. For those people whose desires have been completely destroyed, those who do not have any more vasanas to pursue, their maranam is not utkramana maranam. They don't leave the body. Body they will reject, or body will fall off, and where the Mahatma leaves the body, there he remains in samadhi, attuned to Brahman. So Brahmalina. Brahmalina means what? Brahman is all-pervading presence. So usko kahan jaane ka hai? Kahan jana hai usko? See, when they break apart, does the space go anywhere? Then let us say, then I have a pot full of some dhanyam, some cereals, let us say, some grains. Now, obviously, I won't break the pot. What I do first, take the grain and put it in another pot and then break it. So when I break the pot, the grain has already been replaced somewhere else. So when I break the pot, nothing happens. The space is space. Space merges with space. But the grain has been taken out and put it in another pot or container. But if there is no grain, nothing is there in that pot, then what happens? When you break, that's it. In the same way, the jiva who has all the desires and vasanas must find another abode as when he leaves this body. But in the case of Mahatmas who have no such further karma vasanas, are completely emptied, then where to go? Where it is broken, tatra eva samadhi. That is why Mahatma Samadhi Sthal is very important. Because that is where they are there to bless the devotees who come or disciples who meditate upon him. And that very place is where his presence is attuned to Brahman. So, Mama Sharira Utkramana Rupa Maranam Nasambhavati, Natasya Mrana Utkramanti, Atreva Samavaniyatante iti Shruti. Natasya, of the one who surrendered, Pranaha Utkramanti Atra evam Samaniyate. Atreva Samavaniyanti. There it's. Because for all others, what Dhruvam Janma Mritasya cha iti uktatvat, Marana Abhave Janma Abhavasya Visiddhatvat, Janma Marana Pravaha Rupa Samsarat Mukta Sabhavati Bhavami Bhavadanugrahe iti Bhava. जिसका जन्म है उसका मरण भी होगा. So Janma Marana Pravaha Rupa Samsarat Mukta, one who has released from this continuous cycle of Janma, Marana, etc. May I become that, Bhavami, Bhavadanugrahe. Marana abhave, samsara abhava abhi. Janma abhava abhi. Maran hai nahi, तो उसका जन्म कैसे होगा? स्मरण करो भगवान का, मरण नहीं होगा. That's why Bhagavan Tasmat Sarveshu Bhareshu Maman Smara. Remember me, Bhagavan again and again says. Sitvasya Antakalevi Janma Brahma Nirvanam Richati. Antakale api, even at the last moment one is able to empty oneself completely and remember that Bhagavan, such a person does not have a rebirth. Stitvasyam Antakalevi Brahma Nirvanam. Swamiji, that's what I tell you. Know why all that study. अंत समय में देखेंगे ना, उस समय में करो. अभी क्या जरूरत? Why do we need to do right now? हे बाबा, आपको मालूम है वो what is the charama sthiti, charama निमिष, charama काल, do you know that? अंतिम काल कहाँ, कब, when and how, do you know? And if you have not thought about the Lord all through your life, suddenly one last minute you will be able to remember. That's why Bhagavan says, Sada Sarva Kali. Swasya Ananya Sharanatvam Gurvabi Mukhyaya Prakatayati Sharanyam Anyam Yadaham Na Janiti. Importance of the Guru, importance of surrendering to the Guru is explained clearly here by saying Anyam Aham Na Jane. Bhavadanyam Sharanyam Madrakshakam Yat Yasmat Aham Na Jane. Ado Ananya Sharanoyam Na Udasidavyaha iti bhavas. Please, I have surrendered to you completely, therefore do not neglect me, O Guru. So, Slokadvayena Bhavadrisham Satpurushanam Asma Sukaruna निर्व्याजैः निर्वाज एव इत्याह शान्ता. So this surrendering to the teacher with total humility, and also expressly saying that without, I do not know anybody else, anything else that can be considered by me as shelter. Also your anugraha deva samsara nivrittihi bhavati maranat mokshah bhavati amrita swarupam prapnomi I will be able to obtain the amrita swarupam. These are all said, but then what is the nature of such a guru who would take him? Satpurushanam bhavadra sandasam asmasu karuna nirvyaja eva ityaha. Such Mahatmas, when they have such a befitting student, obviously, the guru will be very happy to have such kind of a moksha. Because even the mumukshutvam is very rare. And Shishyas who have such kind of intense seeking for liberation is indeed very rare. So when such a guru, a Shishya has been obtained, the guru is also equally qualified to give him the correct knowledge. So it is said in the next verse here, Shanta Mahanto Nivasanti Santo
Mahanto nivasanti santo
Vasantavallokahitam Charantah
Vasantavallokahitam charantah
Tirna Swayam Bhima Bhavarnavam Janan
Tirna Swayam Bhima Bhavarnavam Jana
Ahetunanyana Vitarayanta
Ahetunanyana Pitarayantah
Shanta Mahanto Nivasanti Santo Vasantavallokahitam Charantah Tirna Swayam Bhima Bhavarnavam Janan Ahetunanyana Vitarayantah. This Patantara, it looks like there. Janan, yeah, Janan is the correct use. Sharadi Brarambe Sukam Na Masadvaye Kartika Kantitam Kantantika Antima Bhagasya Yam Adrishtan Yamadrishtanta Drishtanta Kirtanat Yam Adam Stranta Kirtanat Hemanta Shirayo Shaityam. Oh. Sharadi Prarambe Sukam Grishme Tapaha Varshashtra Vrishtivada. Okay. So during this time of rain, Vrishtivada means intensive rain there. Grishme Tapaha. During the summer it is heat. Sharadi Prarambe Sukam. When the autumn starts, it is Sukam. Na Masadvaye Kartikantima Antima Bhagasya Yamadrishtratva Kirtanat Hemanta Shishirayoho Shaityam. During the Hemanta and Shishira, it is Shaityam, cold. Sugandhi Kusumakaraha Vasanta tu. The best season among all the 6 seasons. In India, they have 6 seasons, right? What are the 6 seasons? Monsoon. Start with monsoon. Then What is next?
Winter.
Hot,
No fall.
fall,
Winter.
winter,
Spring.
spring,
Summer.
summer. Only 5 of them. So in 6 months of different kinds of weather conditions, 2 months each. So best season is Sugandhi Kusumakaraha Vasanta. Among all the 6 seasons, the best season is that where new leaves and flowers and everything, the beauty of the entire creation is so explicitly seen. And then even the air is so fresh and soothing. Karsena lokasya sukam janayati iti vasanta. Vasantavad iti uktam tada varshatapa shaitya rogadinam abhavat. It is that season where in the spring season, where all the various, there are afflictions even by rain also, flood and other thing happens. Then during the time of heat and summer, there are also a lot of afflictions. Then Shaitya, cold, there is definitely not tolerable. So there is one season where these kind of such afflictions are not there. Everybody just walk out without any trouble, whether it's east or west or east coast or west coast, whatever it is. Just walk out with one t-shirt and a jeans pant or a short, just walk. When is the season? Vasant. So, Saraduhu yata sukhameva janayati. That creates so much of joy. In the same way, tata lokasya sukhamevi tanvana shanta. Men of wisdom are those who are there in a society or in a place only to give joy and happiness to everyone. Shantaha nirvikara manaskaha. Mind is not at all oscillating, agitated. Atayeva mahantaha. Aparichinna brahma sakshkaravantaha. Mahantaha means, so the shantaha, peaceful. Mahantaha means aparichinna brahma sakshatkaaravantaha. And those who have found the final end of the soul's journey, Mahanta. What is the final end of the soul's journey? Is merging with Brahman. Those who have reached there, they are called Mahan. Mahanta. Aparichinna, unbroken, Brahma Saksharavantaha, Atayeva, Tadrisha Sad Brahma Abhayedena Santaha. Those who are remaining in that state of attunement with the Brahman with no difference they see. Brahma with Brahmaiva bhavati iti shrutehe. Those who are knower of Brahman is Brahman itself. Swayam bhimaha vayankaraha yap bhavarnavaha samsara sagaraha tam tirnaha asamsarinaha ityartaha. And these Mahatmas are those vasantavat lokahitam charantaha. Those who are giving so much of joy, just like that of the spring season. Swayam tirnaha bhima bhavarnavam. Tirnaha meaning those who have already samsara sagaraha tam tirnaha. Those who have already crossed the samsara, therefore asamsarinaha. What is that? Bhayankara yah pravarnavaha. Bhavarnava, the ocean of change is so deep. Beginning is not known, end is not known, depth is not known. That's why it's called ocean. Ocean's beginning you do not know, end you do not know, depth you do not know. See, when you stand in the shore of an ocean, Pacific Ocean, oh, joyful Swami, such a beautiful way. Go inside. Then you will know as you go deeper and deeper and deeper. See, it is so deep. Think about it if you are drowning there. No, nothing for miles and miles, 100, maybe 100, 200 miles, nothing will be there. You're just stuck. So in the same way, a person who is a samsari finds no end of it. When such an individual who has even crossed that also, Swayam Tirnaha Bhavabhima Bharnavam. And not only they have crossed over, Swasya Apta Kamatvena Prayojana Abhavat. And because they have no more desire for their own personal experience, personal fulfillment, therefore, ahetuna hetummina anyanavi tarayanta. Therefore, such people are those great Mahatmas who are capable of making others also cross. Bhavambodhi magnani magnan iti. Those who are already sinking. Hetum vina katam tesham tat tarane pravrittihi. How is that without any reason they come to help all others who are drowning there? That is a question. Nirnimitta pravritti abhavat iti sankyam aha ayam swabhava. It is their swabha. It is a natural tendency for them to make others also cross this endless ocean. You know, it is that said in a very famous verse, famous story. Young man was watching. One sadhu was standing there right at the, shores of the ocean, and there were the crabs. They were crabbing there, coming there, and he was picking up each one of them and putting it back. They were coming onto the sand. It's very hot sun, and they were struggling because they could not get back because they are getting stuck in the beach sand. So Mahatma was picking up and throwing. While picking up, they sting him. So it's, of course it's painful. He will express the pain, but he will pick up and throw it back. And again he will pick up. So the person was watching this, he must be mad fellow, crazy fellow. Why? Because they are stinking his hand, they're biting his hand, but still he's doing the same thing. Doesn't have a akal to just stop it. So the Mahatma smiled at him. What are you thinking? They are biting you. That is their swabhav. My swabhav is to help them. Their nature is to bite. My nature is to help. Nothing wrong. So in the same way, Mahatmas help the people without anything in return they expect, because all their desires have been fulfilled because of their knowledge. They have no reason to ask anything for anything. And by natural tendency, they come to help everyone around them. We'll see more of it in the next class. Next class will be on, we'll see after I finish the recording. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhat Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namah.